I would have to say that Lily Tino would have to be one of the most controversial and infamous figures that is going around on the internet at the moment. If you don't know who Lily Tino is, this person has been around like making TikToks for I think a couple years now. They have been, and I've seen so many videos of them and on them constantly throughout YouTube, and I've never seen their videos pop up to me directly, but I always see people stitch them, then people make videos about Lily Tino as well. And me myself, I've never personally made a video about them, but you know what? After seeing their new video today of them getting misgendered at Disney World and them going, you know, hoo-ha or fucking about it, I was like, you know what? I think it's time that I actually make a video about this person. So a little bit of background before we go on and show this video is that if you don't know who Lily Tino is, they are a transgender person. So they went from male and now they're transitioning into female. And at first you're like, Donnie, there's nothing wrong with that. And I agree with you, right? When it comes to the general sentiment of trans people, I honestly don't care. Like, it really doesn't bother me. If you want to go ahead and change your gender, I don't give a shit. What I have a problem with is people like Lily. Because honestly, they actually, like, they are some of the reasons why that a lot of people are starting to hate on the LGBT community these days, is people like Lily. Because they go ahead and straight up, it's like they are looking for trouble. They film themselves in restaurants all the time, and whenever they get misgendered, they kick up a whole entire fuss about it and make it out like the whole entire world revolves around them. And that is their new video that they have put out of them at Disney World, which they go to. I mean, it's like, that's one of the people that I hate is Disney adults. And the fact that this person is an annoying trans person and a Disney adult, like a privileged who thinks they, you know, the world revolves around them, and they're a Disney adult on top of all that, oh my god. It's just like, it's like some of my worst fucking nightmares.
That is fancy looking. Cool.
The bottom is from Thailand.
Coconut bread from Thailand.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yes,
Ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. No, sorry, my bad. And the middle one is from India. It's the papadom with the gingerbread chutney.
Okay.
And the third is from Brazil. It's a cheese bread with the guava sauce.
Thank you. Just like totally sucks the joy out of this bread tower. Makes me want to immediately like leave because I no longer feel like safe here. It's like, oh, my guard now has to be up. I'm not going to enjoy this bread as much because my guard is up. We should be able to go places and not have to worry. I don't think I really want this bread tower, actually. I think I'd rather have the check, if that's
Yes,
okay.
ma'am, yeah.
I think that's the training. We're supposed to say friend or just not use gendered language. It's like a pretty big thing that Disney has done. Nothing was wrong with bread. I just don't want it anymore. Just because they apologize doesn't mean she doesn't feel sad or offended. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, if you've accidentally ever hurt someone and say, I'm so sorry, it was an accident, do you expect them to be like, oh, it was an accident? Of course, no problem whatsoever. All of that hurt is now undone. That's not how it works.
Sorry about what happened.
It's okay. I would love to pay for the drink, please.
No, the drink is on me too, so
You don't. Are you sure?
you're good. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
Sorry
very
about
much.
that.
I appreciate it. Thank
I hate the fact that when it comes to this situation, and Lily does this all the time, right? Is that like, listen, I understand that, you know, you want to be perceived as this certain person, but you can't expect every single stranger and people that have never met you to all of a sudden start conforming to the way that you see the world and the way that you see yourself. And if someone does make a mistake, why the hell are you having a full-on meltdown about this? Big whoop-de-doo. And then them going on about like, oh, when they say sorry, you expect me to get over it? Yes, that's as an adult, that's what you should be doing. You're not a child. I mean, like, big shit, someone calls you by the wrong pronouns. It's really not all that serious. And you going ahead and kicking up a fuss and now wanting to remove this bread because all of a sudden someone didn't call you by the wrong pronouns. And even then, they did apologize. And you're saying, oh, I'm not going to take that apology. What the fuck do you want them to do? Get down on on their hands and knees and start kissing your feet? And not only did they do this, but then they posted another video of them when they first walk into Disneyland or Disney World. I'm not sure which one it is, right? I think it's the one in Florida. I can't remember which one's called Disneyland in Florida and LA. But when they first walk into it, they start talking about how they don't know which bathroom to use.
Made it into Disney World. I don't really know what the deal is with bathrooms. No, Florida is really conservative. I don't know what the rules are. Trans women are allowed to be in women's bathrooms, but I'm about to go and use the bathroom because I have to tinkle. If I get stopped, I get stopped, I guess. But I'm a woman, so I'm going to use the women's bathroom, and being in Florida or being in California or wherever isn't going to stop me. So I will report back in a minute.
And to me, this isn't really a video. Like, why are you posting stuff like this? This is a children's app. Why are you going on about, you don't know which bathroom to use because of the way that Florida laws are? And it comes off as extremely weird and creepy. And this isn't the first time that Lily has done something like this, because they have actually, apparently they've been banned previously from Disney World. I'm not sure if they were actually banned, but the reason of why they possibly were is because at one point they're in Disney World at one of the restaurants. This is a kids park, by the way, a kids park, and they start using food from the park and talking about gender reassignment surgery with desserts. The way that they talk about stuff and the privilege that they have is the reasons why people doesn't like Lily. I've even seen people who are within the LGBT community, and I've even seen trans people on the internet as well, which, to be honest, when it comes to people who are trans, that community, out of every community on the internet, they are ones that they will make excuses for people within their community. People in their community will do something dumb and stupid, and they'll make excuses for why it's fine. Lily's one of those outliners where I've even seen people who are gay, lesbian, and within that community, so and so, is that they hate this person, and rightfully so, because the privilege that they show is insane. And you know what? I feel like Lily, at this point, the amount of times that they've gotten misgendered at these restaurants, at some point, you gotta sit back and you gotta think, you know what? Maybe it's not the world around me, right? Maybe it's not the world. Maybe it's me. That's what they should really be thinking, because it is. Because if you're actually getting misgendered and they're calling you a man several times, several different restaurants and several different people are starting to call you a man instead of a woman, that's on you. That's not on them. I'm sorry, but if the world isn't perceiving you as a woman, that's not on the world. That's on you. They even had, they showed a few weeks ago or months ago, I can't remember how long ago it was, but that they had surgery on their face. And honestly, Lily, hate to say it, you still look like a man in a dress. That's all you look like. You don't look like a woman. And usually when it comes to people who transition, I do respect them. I have a sense of level where I don't really care too much. Like I said, is that if you want to transition, I don't give a shit. But when it comes to people that think the world revolves around them, like Lily, I don't give a shit. And I'm just going to say it. You look like a man in a dress. That's all you do. I've seen transgender people who, after 2 years of transitioning, them being on estrogen, getting rid of their parts or whatever it may be, and I've seen them on the internet and they look like a woman. Or when they go from a woman to a man, they look like the man. I'm sorry, but you've been on this transition for a long time now. I've seen videos on Lily for almost a couple years now. They've never changed. They still look like a man in a dress, and at this point, that's on you. You can't be blaming other people around and just them to conform to the way that you perceive yourself. If you look like a man and someone calls you sir, I'm sorry, but at some point, if it keeps on happening, that's not on them. That's on you. And you can't then get cut about these things happening to you if it happens all the time. And for them to always kick up a fuss about it and make it out like it's the worst thing in the world, the privilege that this person has is fucking insane. It really is. It's insane, and it's absolutely ridiculous. That's why a lot of people can't stand Lily, even people within that community itself. But I would definitely like to hear what you have to think about this whole entire situation down below. Have you seen Lily before? If you haven't, what do you think of them from these videos? But that's going to be it from me. Make sure you guys subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.